energy channel.
Sorry.
I channel Kundalini activation, or that's what we call it. I don't know. I channel light code. I'm a breath coach as well, and I love everything I do, and I'm working with people to help show and guide everybody the way to the light. That is my purpose, and it feels right doing it and being here. And I am really excited on guiding everyone on the 19th on a breathwork journey with a script with NLP and hypnosis techniques and little tools and suggestions for stepping into your power and knowing your worth. And I think it's very beneficial for young people, but it's beneficial for everybody at any age.
I love it. Magic. She's magic, by the way. I can't wait. I wish you guys that were like Jessica and Holly were on the West Coast and could come because she's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome. And I mean that. Anybody else want to share? Why? Okay, so
I'll share.
Jessica.
Well, I just wanted to kind of pipe in really quick here and let you know that I'm in Orlando, Florida. So I'm heading to dinner, late dinner. My day didn't go as planned. I was actually planning on joining the Zoom on my laptop poolside, but now things got kind of wonky and we're heading to dinner instead. So I'm going to try and still partake in this, but I may turn off my camera. I'm not sure what I should do, but because it's like I don't want to miss it, but I don't know. So,
but I saw you in Orlando with the kids at Universal Studios. Yeah. I was like, how is she going to come on the call? That's amazing.
Yeah. Actually, it was Universal City Walk is where we were last night for just took the kids out for dessert and stuff like that. Today we were at the pool all day at the hotel. So now we're going for dinner, late dinner, but
fun. Yeah. Mish, what about you? What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I took my son to San Francisco for his dad's memorial, and it was really nice.
His dad's memorial?
His dad passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't in our lives, so it's...
Okay.
But it was nice because, we were both apprehensive going up, but his two kids welcomed Gabe really, they gave him a cross with the ashes. They made sure to, keep him with all the activities. So it was really nice.
Oh, good.
But they gave him more than the dad ever, It's nice for him to know he's got family.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
All good.
All good. He's good. I mean, I asked for pink car and I see a pink car every day.
Oh, I love it.
Every single day I'm seeing one. So I'm like, okay, you're good.
Oh, yes, for sure. That's so great. What about you, Lisa?
Nothing much here.
Yeah, there is. You have so much.
Well, yeah, but then don't know where to start. But my parents landed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna pick them up dinner in a bit. Yeah, but it's not gonna be for like another 3 hours.
What about you, Holly? Do you want to share?
Me?
You.
I already did.
I know, but not everybody was on, so I didn't know if there was any magic that you wanted to share.
So magic, yeah. So, well, I'm looking at all the silver linings of this stress fracture that I have, and so I met an amazing sports chiropractor, and his gym is so cool. So I've been recovering in an altitude room, and I got to try the anti-gravity treadmill. It was really fun. I can't really run on it yet, but I don't know if that's, I'm just trying to embrace like what I can, because I'm so limited on what I can do right now. But I've been getting very organized. So,
Perfect.
there's things I'm doing with that now that I'm
not normally. Yeah.
Yeah, so not spending time running and things like that. But I need to figure out a way to get connected with my friends in person more often, though.
Right. That's important to you, is that connection.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm great. I'm glad to be here, and this
Oh, it's so
is
good to see
helpful
you.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
thanks.
I look forward to this so much. And tonight we get to have Karen, who I just interviewed, and and met, and she's coming to the retreat. And it's so exciting. But I'm not going to spoil it yet because I still want to talk for a few more minutes. So Karen, hold tight. But at least you get to meet everybody, so you kind of get the vibe of the group. I was like, come on if you can at 5 while we visit. Um, but it's just, so I want to explain something that happened to me. I have a couple magic moments, and I don't mean it to be about me. So if anyone wants to share, please interrupt me. But I had this cool, when you talked about doing the Joe Dispenza meditation, Eva, I've been doing the Joe Dispenza morning and evening future uh, projection meditation. And after I went into the Joe Dispenza event a couple months ago, a bunch of us soul sisters went, and at UCSD, it just sparked. It was so amazing. So I've been doing this because I see this healing center that I want to create, right? So I keep like visualizing it, and I do it where I walk in and I see the like the reception area. I see the big room back that we're doing breath work and all these healings, and I see these other rooms, and I keep doing it over and over. And then I do it at night. And then I was drawing it. I was being Kate Rossi, architect, and drawing it on my piece of paper, like what it looked like. And so it was just last week. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I met my friend at Encinitas for coffee, and we had our coffee and we walked, and I walked into this space. I've never seen it before. I know the street. It's just on the Pacific Coast Highway. I walked in and it was exactly that. It was some woman that created this spiritual center on meditation, everything that I love, everything that my retreats are about, that's kind of sparked this in me. So I walked in, I go, oh my gosh, like I just drew this. I drew it. So it was like the most magical moment. I had to videotape. The girl goes, go ahead, videotape the room and all that. So that being said, I had my palm leaf read. And if you haven't had that, I know I told Karen about it because I had just had it. So I explained it to her. Lisa, they're still waiting to find Lisa's palm leaf. But if you if you don't understand that, I can send you, you can even look it up on YouTube. Like Dr. Q was on Next Level Soul in October, and that's when I heard it. And I sent my thumbprint into this into India, and it's called Indian palm leaf. And 3,000 years ago, they it's overwhelming to understand, but my life was on a leaf, basically. So you get up at 3:45 in the morning, and they go through your leaves, and you have to answer yes or no. So it would, if a letter in my dad's name is not on there, you say no, and they switch the leaf. And then they'll say, 2 daughters, yes. Okay, they stay on that leaf until you say a no. Like they even said, did you have a miscarriage in between the 2 girls? I'll say yes. Did Paige have, or not Paige, did one of your daughters have abdominal surgery? And I'm like, yes. So it was so specific that you're just going, what? How is that on a leaf? I met you the day you did it. Oh yeah. Karen met me on the day that I did it. So anyway, so they find your leaf, and mine was in the first batch. Aang, Lisa's sister, was in the second, and Jordan, everyone knows Jordan from this call. She had hers done too. They found her leaf too. And it's interesting to look at the 3 of us that have had it to compare it. But they named all the things. And then once they find your leaf, they tell you your future. So my future was like, they go from age, so I'm 55, so they go from 56 to like 62 and 62 to 67, and they give you the rundown of your life. Well, he says, oh, are you a life coach? I'm like, what? You work with kids? You love I'm like, what? You are opening a spiritual center. So those things started coming out of his mouth, and I was like, whoa, that is crazy how that is on my leaf. Okay, so why I'm telling you this. So when you realize your life is already on a leaf, just go with joy. Walk the path and pick the breadcrumbs up and do whatever makes you happy, because that's what's on your leaf. So really, just have fun. This life we take too seriously. We put way too much pressure on ourselves to do stuff. But when you see and you have this experience from the moment he started telling me my mom's name, my dad's name, my name, when he said your name's Ashley, because they take your name off how everyone has the Zoom, on your Zoom thing, it says your name, right? They take that off and put seeker. So they don't even know your name. You put your thumbprint to send it off and they look at your thumbprint. That's how they find your leaf. And even on my thumbprint, there's 3 spots on your thumb that you can't see with your eye. And that was like, how did they know that? It was to me like it's been 2 weeks ago today. It's really changed the way I see things. And why I'm explaining the spiritual center, because he's explaining to me, you have a spiritual center, you have this retail area at the beginning where you have several income streams. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been visualizing that. But it was like, he hasn't read my mind. Like, it's on my leaf. So anyway, Indian palm leaf, you can Google the YouTube. There's tons of people that have their recordings on there that you can, but like now they haven't found Lisa's leaf. So she submitted it at the same time that I did in October. Mine was found in April. And then Jordan and Ing was pretty close after that, but they still haven't found Lisa's. So anyway, I've had a lot of magic. This last month was magic, and that was part of it. So anyway, I wanted to share that with everybody because it was very much life. Yes, Lisa.
Okay, so since we're sharing about magic,
Yeah, that's what I'd love to share
Yeah.
magic.
yeah. So then I've also been doing the Joe Dispenza's meditation, going into to nothingness, and was it I think it was last week. I just saw a vision with the kids popping up in my vision. I have 2 kids, a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. And like for some time now, my 12-year-old, she doesn't really express her full happiness of joy and that smilingness. And like during the meditation, it kept on popping in my vision of them smiling so big from ear to ear. And I was like, whoa, that's different. And so then after that was on Wednesday, or Tuesday. Wednesday, we decided to go swimming at home. And the moment I was doing laundry and the kids like, come on, mom, let's go swimming. So I was like, you know what? I'll just leave the laundry right now and I'm just gonna go with them. So the moment I did, I was just lounging there waiting and they're like, come in, come with us. So I was like, okay, what the heck? I did. And so when I was pulling them on the boogie boards, literally as I looked up, I saw the vision that I saw from the meditation of them smiling from ear to ear. And literally it just melted my heart of, wow, how amazing this is. And so that was one. And another one was I was manifesting because last week I went to TJ to a cacao ceremony. And my husband was very against it because he was like, the news is dangerous, you shouldn't go. So I was manifesting it because I met people, because in February I went to Egypt with a group of people, a spiritual retreat to Egypt. And so I met some very cool friends, but they're all either from TJ or Argentina and South America. And so they were having a cacao ceremony, and I've never been there by myself to TJ, let alone I don't speak Spanish. So then so I was manifesting it, and then everything just worked out perfectly. And I crossed the border. I had my friend pick me up. We went to the cacao ceremony and then came back, and everything was just amazing. So everything's just been flowing. And it's just the whole fact of like any experiences we may experience, whether we perceive it as good or bad, when you step and see it from a broader perspective, you realize that it's something that we needed. And sometimes we're so focused on everything else that we forget that we have to come back and recenter yourself to give yourself some, like, a break, and just get back and enjoy what is.
Right. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
all in your leaf. There's no
Yes.
worry.
And for the leaf one, I really feel that I'm going to get it after the retreat. I have a good
Ah,
feeling that it's coming after. Yeah.
after May 19th.
Yes, in a couple weeks.
And Sophie, look at you. How are
Yay!
you?
My
Yay.
PJ. I'm so happy I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh,
And
you're all good.
I'm good. I'm good.
Let's
Like,
hear your magic moments. We're talking about like
oh my
magic.
God, this has been such a whirlwind. I don't even know where to start. Like, I've done a complete, like, I've had a complete I would say awakening in the awakening turning point where I'm getting so much more clarity. And after this crazy month of April, wow, and so now I'm on a path of, I mean, it's a lot, but really, really understanding what self-love practice is, and really that the clarity is about that. So for me, so that's been quite something.
And give me one little thing about self-love. Like, what is that to you?
Well, I've been saying for a few months, it all starts with self-love, and I and so I didn't really understand, what it really was, or what the practice was. And last week I got sick for 3 days. I was in bed, like really in bed from like for 3 days, throwing up and complete like reset. And it was actually I had like a headache from hell and fever and throwing up. But as I was in that sort of meditative sleep, I was talking to my pain, and I got a lot of understanding from that. And one of them was that I can heal myself. And so, and on Saturday I did a journey in an amazing space that I found near me with a friend. And it was so incredible. And I was shown what self-love felt. And that's because I was asking all the time, like, yes, but what does that feel like? And I really was shown what it felt like. And I keep with me that memory of it. And it was just indescribable, right? Like it, and even in the journey, I was like, if only 1%, if you could only feel 1% of it, that would be so incredible. It was so indescribable. And so I got from it that self-love is, I had to just receive it. There was nothing else for me to do, always wanting to, help people. But it starts with the healing myself first. And it all starts with self-love, just practicing self-love.
Oh, I love that.
Including, nurturing my body and nutrition and all that stuff, which I haven't been doing. So, and a balance, really, the mind, body, soul coherence, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I really understood that they were not just like intellectual words, right?
Right. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm listening to you, and I think I can go through everybody's little head going, there's messages in what she just said to most of you. I could see everybody going, okay, like, anyway, it's just so cool that it's like we're all one, and we're all sharing, and then you hear these messages, and I know what sparks in me that you share, and that's what I love it so much. So thank you. Kate.
Thank you.
Kate from Australia. Kate Rossi has
I
hers
was
on.
like, I'm like Australian Kate or
Yeah, Katie. I have a Katie, I have a Kate, and I have a Kate.
Yep. There's a lot of Kates. Excuse me, sorry. It's Tuesday morning here, so sorry I was a little bit late. I'm just getting the kids off to school, doing their packing their lunches. But yeah, so good to see you all, and yeah, just so good to see all smiling faces. So good to see you, Ashley.
Oh, it's so good to see you. What's your magic? What's been your magic of April? Any magic moments?
April is very magical. Would be a very big understatement. I think I said last time how I'd been, really connecting through nature. So I can lean against a tree in our backyard and really just tap straight in. And I'd been speaking to the moon and listening to the moon. And then, yeah, April, it just continued. And the wind I have been feeling and connecting with, the sun, and each soul, if you like, is just like all of us. They have their own, I guess, persona and a message to share. So I was doing lots of writing from the sun and the wind. Yeah, I really could feel that physical power, and a little bit what you were saying then, Anne-Sophie, about that you had that experience of really getting a taste of the reminder that we could heal ourselves if we could only remember that we could do that. And it's so literal. Like, it's not just it's a nice idea that we could heal ourselves. Like, we would physically have, and once we get to that point, that ability to basically to do that, to command it, if you like, of our body. And I think what I experienced in April, just from what I could sense from the wind, this powerful connection, is when you hear that saying, we're so much more powerful than we know. Like, that's not just nice words. That's like physically the connection with nature is a powerful connection, and to heal ourselves in our own body is a powerful thing too. So I'm really excited, actually, just to sort of see how we all like transform and all the things we're going to step into and feel and embody in our lifetime, because I think it's going to be pretty miraculous and mind-blowing and all of that.
Oh, for sure. I interviewed Mia Magic today. You're gonna love that, because she's young. She's like 35, and she wrote a book called Intuition. And so she's a witch. So she wears her witch hat. She didn't wear it today, but I had been listening to her. I was saying this before most of you came on, but I was listening to her book the last few days on my walk, and thinking of you, Kate, like how you talk with, you channel the trees and stuff. And she doesn't even, oh, you did see her, Kate? Oh my gosh, she saw Kate at the Hay House event. Yes, so amazing. So Intuition, I listened to the book for the last few days. I knew I had my interview, right? And it's like you walk out, she's like to the extreme. Like I was saying earlier, she doesn't even use the toilet because she doesn't want to waste the water. She goes outside.
Yeah.
Like she's just like the trees, and how our bodies are a reflection of the, our veins and I mean, everything. You will love her. And I just put it on YouTube. But if you are one,
awesome.
like Kate Rossi likes to wait for it to come out on my podcast on Tuesdays. But if you need to listen to her now, because it was so fun to talk to her. Her story is so amazing. She was in we didn't talk about it today, but she got in this terrible car accident at 16 and disfigured her arm. So she has like her fingers, and like she had to like get these. I mean, it's like her arm is, so she used to wear a sleeve to cover it because she was like embarrassed. So anyway, we didn't talk about that, but her story, if you go listen to her YouTube or any of the interviews she's been on, but she's on these, she's big deal. Like, she's amazing. She just got a second offer. She's doing another Hay House book called what? Oh, she just has cute words, but so Alone, All One.
Yes. Yeah. I've heard that's a
So
good
she
one.
has all the
Yeah.
words,
Yeah.
weird is all it's the words that we talk about, like words that we have been programmed to think are the way that they're supposed to have a whole different meaning. you know,
Wow. I can't wait
hysterical.
to hear it.
Oh yeah, no, you'll love it because it's all nature. She won't buy any new clothes. It's all secondhand. Even her hydroflax, she was drinking out of a hydroflax. She's like, even this is secondhand. So she just does. It's so yeah. She had these, you know those beetles. I don't know if you have them everywhere, but I have them in San Diego. They're like big beetles, and they live for like 10 days, and they're blind, and they're like fly around. They're like iridescent. You know,
Oh,
right? People that live in
wow.
California. She had this whole thing full of those beetles on her earring from someone that made the beetles like from their whatever their shell. So anyway, it was Mia's magic intuition. It was so cool. You will love
Okay.
that.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes. I'm going to introduce you, Karen, now that we've come to this place, and I just love everybody so much. But Karen came to me. I have known Ellie Molina. I don't know. I had interviewed her at the very beginning. She always sends me people, and I know it's always a yes because I know her magic. And oh wait, so Anne Sophie, you listened to Intuition? Sorry.
Yeah, I did last week only because I think you sent something about her to Erin, and then I jumped on
Okay.
that train and then
Okay, cool.
listened, and I loved it. It was very inspiring. It was
Okay,
great.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
actually, sorry, I forgot to mention a very magical thing. I had a session with Kate Rossi.
I heard.
She's there, and that was amazing. Absolutely incredible. So
Any
highly
take
recommend that when Kate's ready.
I know. I don't know why Kate's thing's off. She never turns my thing off.
Phenomenal. And there was a point where Kate channeled my higher self to me because I'm that close. I can hear her, like I can hear my higher self through my day when I need to. It's like I'm that close to just having that full, like 100% connection. And so Kate did this point where she was channeling my higher self to me, and it was so funny and just amazing and hilarious. And I just had a very detailed conversation with myself through Kate, and I said at the end, I think you do me better than I do me. Like the way she's doing my mannerisms, and she's flicking her hair and she's doing her hands, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so me.
Oh, cool.
But it was like this, yeah, it was phenomenal. So highly recommend Kate when she's ready to start taking people on sessions. Like
I know she does. She's getting your website, and she told me because I asked her when can I interview you for the podcast? She's like, as soon as my website's up. Oh, sorry, still working in lots of construction. Okay, that's why. So yes, I love that. So amazing. Okay, Karen, the star of the show, the one I want everyone to meet. Introduce yourself because you have so many things that you do.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Ashley, for inviting me to this group. Hello, all ladies here. I'm seeing all of you, all your beautiful faces and smile. Well, I'm Karen Kartika. I'm born and raised in Indonesia, but been in the US for way too long. This is a second home to me, although LA has been kind of like kicking my butt. Every year I ask myself, why am I still here? Why am I still here again? I'm sensing that I am being invited to take some of my roots here. That's why I've been spending a lot of time here. Actually, I had my awakening in LA, and I studied a lot from life coaching to hypnotherapy to breath work, energy healing, you name it. I've learned them. I use them into my own private practice as a coach and a healer. But I am at this moment, I am also in that kind of tapping into the wind of change, like something is blowing me into different direction. My magical April has been meeting Ashley out of the blue. Allie's like, hey, do you want to come on podcast? I have a friend who has this podcast. Would you like me to introduce you to her? And I'm like, sure. I always love connection, and I'm so happy because that's something that's big with Ashley's connection as well. And from the first time I met her, I was just falling in love with her energy because she's just so nice, so open, and so kind, and very, very compassionate and nurturing. And yeah, it's just one magical time being interviewed by her, and I learned so much from her Indian palm leaf reading as well, which I'm like, oh, I so want to get into this as well. That's on my to-do list. But yeah, in the beginning when I first met, actually, I didn't realize that she's into a lot of this things that I'm also into. For the longest time, when I'm, in this field that I am, I have not been able to tell many people, especially in my own circle, what I do. When I studied hypnotherapy and coaching in 2011, 2012, it's such a new industry that whenever I speak about it, everybody be like, what are you again? Well, that question until today I cannot answer, but I know how to help people. So I think that's all that matters for now. So today, what else would you like me to share before because I actually prepare a little ceremony for us so that we can tap into the energy of new moon. I'm hearing everybody here seems to be connected to energy of the nature, planet, sun, moon. And we are in a very ripe energy coming into Taurus with a lot of with the sun and the moon now is in Taurus, and Venus also in Taurus, Mars and Aries. These two are in their highest position and in the astrology cosmology place, like they call it as being what is it called? I'm sort of kind of like lose my language now, but they're having their best energy. So like if say like me in America, I have to learn the language, right? So if Mars and Venus are not in Aries and Taurus, they're all trying to fit into the other energy. But while they're in Aries and Venus, they have the highest expression. Thank you so much, Kate. So it's a lot of potentials, especially with the feminine and the masculine energy. That means it's very harmonious, it's very well balanced. Jupiter is also in Taurus, so there's a lot of expansion that we can harness from Taurus energy. And Taurus is about foundation, building, and strategy, manifestation, creating, and bringing down all the dreams that we want into manifestation. So I would say if you with the new moon, that means a beginning of a new cycle. Would love to invite all of you ladies to do a little bit of clearing out so that we can create space for something new to happen, right? Because a new idea, new manifestation, new cycle, whatever it is that we want to be present, sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm just going to put in another thing into our already probably occupied space, right? Just imagine like if you have closet, if you want to buy a new clothes, but your closet is full, then it's really hard to put in a new clothes in it. So you kind of have to like let go of certain things so that new things can happen. So that's what I'm preparing tonight. Before I get to there, Ashley, is there anything else you want me to share?
No, I'd love whatever you want. It's all you.
Okay.
I want your magic.
My magic. Okay. Wonderful. Everybody's ready. Okay. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna open a sacred space for all of us so that we can create safety and allow the energy that wants to be present here, whether it's your spirit guides, whether it's your angels. I work with the 4 cardinal spaces, which is the east, the south, the west, and the north, because each of these cardinal spaces also related to the 4 elements of nature, which is air, fire, water, and earth. And within each of this point, According to the old traditions, there are archangels or guardian angels who preside over this point. Now, I'm going to be using what I have learned from the Western tradition. However, I also understand that everyone learns differently, everyone has different beliefs. So when I'm calling out this archetype, please use what it is true for you, what feels and resonate with you. Okay, because these are, again, archetypes, so that we can speak the language, the similar language. But if I say God and you don't relate to God, so please use whatever it is that you believe, higher power, universe, or whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to start with clearing out, opening up the sacred space. And then we're going to have a little bit of maybe journaling so that we can, I have several prompts that I'm going to ask you, that we can set an intention coming into new moon. What do we want? What do we want to clear out? And etc., etc. And then we're going to go into a journey, because in the journey, then we're going to just bringing in all the energy of all our, of the universe to help us work through whatever it is that we already said we say yes to, and work through eliminating and releasing whatever it is that we are offering to release. Okay. And then we're going to have fun if we have more time, whatever it is that's coming up. How's that
Perfect.
sound?
Amazing. Love
Okay.
it.
Cool. All right. So if you're in, if you're driving, you can just listen in. But the first part, what I call this opening a secret space, I'm basically going to call out each of the cardinal points, and I have a little prayer. So I'm just asking you to close your eyes and just follow my prayer. You don't have to do anything. I invite you to connect in your own meditative state with whatever energy that shows up as I'm calling out these cardinal points. Okay, so I'm going to begin. First, let's connect through our breath. Take a deep breath in and breathe out slowly and gently. Wonderful. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth. One last one. Take another deep breath in. And breathe out. To the east, element of air. Fortify our mental body and facilitate the understanding of the universe around us. Give us clarity of thought and bring power and structure to expand ideas and projects that we are embarking on. Gentle Archangel of Raphael, who resides over the east, whose name is God, has healed. You are also known by the name of Libiel, God is my heart. You're reminding us in our own life pilgrimage, O Saint Patron of travelers, healers, light workers, who rules over happy meetings and synchronicities, that the power to heal is in our heart. With sacred gratitude, so be it. To the south, element of fire. Fortify our will, leadership, confidence, and courage. Transmute our anger into joyful passion and enthusiasm, love and peace. Give us the strength to self-initiate and self-realize. Blessed Michael, the Archangel, Supreme Commander of Heaven, Patron of light warriors, Champion of justice, inspire us to recognize and love godly light within us and in others. Remove our fear and guide us on our narrow path of sacred oneness. Relieve us from the veil of confusion and delusion. Open the gate to our sacred heart and ignites the fire of love. Give us courage to love unconditionally. With sacred gratitude, so be it. To the west, element of water. Attune our emotional plane, clear our ability to channel and direct the emotions and the passions toward harmonious life. Dear Archangel Gabriel, with the power to announce God's will to mankind, our messenger, we understand, we speak, and we thank you. With sacred gratitude, so be it. To the north, element of earth, fortifies our physical body, strengthen our health, and expand our abundance. Anchor our thoughts, visions, actions, and motions so they can be manifested. Give us stability, discipline, security, and power to reach our goals in the physical reality. Archangel Uriel, Archangel of Salvation, whose name is God is my flame. You preside over Tartarus to give us divine intervention. You awaken humanity to their shadow and send us to light path. Patron of arts and science, activate our humanity of beauty and wonder, perseverance and peace, and restore our magical abilities to create, manifest, and heal. With sacred gratitude, so be it. To the center, element of spirit. I am that I am. Archangel Metatron and Sandalphon, your humanity brought you to ascend to preside in the angelic realm and be our conduits of heaven and earth. Remind us that we are spirits descending to matter, when we are matter rising to spirit. With sacred gratitude, so be it. And you may open your eyes. Okay. How you feel? Wonderful. So if you have some pen and paper, let's do some journaling work or writing work. The first question is, well, before I go into that, let me just explain a little bit of Taurus, right? I mentioned about stability, sustainability. It's time to gather resources and be tactical. It's a time to know what you want so that you can create the boundaries for things to manifest, because we sometimes think like, oh, we're just going to manifest, but when we don't create the boundaries for it to be present in, then the energy can go to so many different directions. So knowing what you want gives you the ability to know when you say yes and know when you to say no. So you can also resist the temptation to always charging forward to many different directions without a clear path and clear plan. This is a great time to also nurture inner peace, having a little gratitude on little things, and have a good inner knowing of what matters to you, what's valuable to you. So with that, what would you like to manifest this month? I'm going to give you a little prompt. What is this new lunation cycle inviting you to experience? What is something new or something that is being reframed or renewed that you want to have or to put your best foot forward with? What's important to you? And really, don't be afraid to ask what you really, 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 really want. So I let you to do your journaling for 2 minutes. And if you're done with what it is that you want, think about what can you offer. For example, if you want to manifest, well, for example, weight loss, right? I want to lose 8 pounds. What can you offer? Is it time, which means you're offering your time to go to the gym. You're offering your time so that you probably can meal plan. You're offering your time so that maybe you can work with friends or trainers to do some exercises that will reach that goal of weight, right? Or if it is something that, I want to offer a new service. I don't know what you do professionally or in where you are in your journey. Maybe you say, I want to create something. But to get to that creation, that means you also have to offer something, right? Resources. Maybe you have to spend money investing in learning the tools. Maybe you need to offer up your time as well, studying or be in your place of creation. Or if you want money, abundance, then what can you offer? Is it your gifts and talents? Or at the same time, could also be offering whatever it is that you already have as a resources to other people to help others. Because I believe in the law of give and receive. So what you can give, you will receive back, just like the metaphor of the closet, right? You want more money, but if it's already cluttered in your energy, then what can you free up so then more money can come in? Because I believe that when you give, you also receive. So think about what you want to offer or can offer. Or maybe as simple of offering patience or offering being able to listen more to other people, or you can give or you can offer hope, and faith and trust, giving your offer trust to the universe to take whatever the universe need to help you with, giving that trust back to the universe. And the last one is to create your statement. This could be your I am statement to anchor for the month, to remind you that this is what I want and this is who I'm becoming and this is what I'm offering. Or it could also be a statement like, it's possible. Like everything that I want, I can think it, I can dream it, and it's possible. Because I'm going to use this statement into our journey next. All right. Is everybody done? Yes. Thumbs up if you're done. Cool. Okay. Awesome. So now find a comfortable position. Whether you're sitting down or lying down, it's up to you. Whenever you can, just close your eyes, and I'm going to guide you into a journey. Very good. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and you can gently close your eyes as you're breathing out. Wonderful. Take another deep breath in through the nose, and breathe out through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And as you're breathing out, allow your awareness to drop down into your body. Start to notice how your body feels. And there's anything that is discomfort, just pay attention, and maybe you need to wiggle your body. You can do so. Just allow the body to come into a relaxation. That's right. Wonderful. Take another deep breath in. Now I want you to tense the shoulder as you're lifting up the shoulder, and just squeeze the shoulder up, 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 up as you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, let it go. Drop the shoulder. Wonderful. Take another deep breath in. Lift up the shoulder. Up, up, up. Squeeze, squeeze the shoulder up. And as you breathe out, drop the shoulder. Wonderful. One last time. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze the shoulder up, 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 up. And drop it down. Wonderful. Now the next inhalation, we're going to squeeze our buttock and our feet all the way down to our feet. So from the buttock down, take a deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze our lower body part. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And as you exhale, let it go. Wonderful. Again, squeeze the lower part of our body. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. As we inhale, deep inhalation. And drop it down. And last one. Take a deep breath in and squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And breathe out. And drop it down. Allow the body becomes more relaxed and more relaxed, lighter and lighter. And allow your awareness to follow the journey as much as you can. And I know you might want to go out and in and out, and that's okay. I want you to imagine and visualize we are here together, a circle of beautiful women. We are here in a circle, and in the middle of the circle, you're going to start to visualize and imagine a beautiful violet fire. And make this visualization even clearer and clearer. As you might even start to notice that as you start to see the energies of everyone in this beautiful call inside a circle. And we're here gathering today to invite a new cycle, to welcome the energy of a new cycle with the new moon in Taurus. And in the middle, the violet fire is ablaze and it's calming, beautiful, cooling. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to release, allowing this violet fire to transform and transmute everything that's been holding us back. Maybe some mishap, things that we said, oh, I should have done that, but I didn't do it. Hesitation, worries, guilt, stress, procrastination. Gonna let it go and release it to the violet fire to be transmuted. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release them all into the violet fire. Letting go of all the worries, the criticism, our own inner critics that's very loud, our own promises that we broken promises to ourselves, guilt and worries and anger, things that we blame ourselves or blame others for things didn't work out. So just release it, let it go, all of them to the violet fire. And let it transmute everything. Wonderful. And now, right in the middle of the violet fire, you start to see, as the violet fire transmute everything, a white, brilliant, golden light appears. And this is the light of the Sacred Heart, the light of resurrection. And this is the light, the true light that is within all of us. And allow this light to be bigger and bigger as it is now, reaching to all of us, entering our sacred heart, feeling the circle becoming one as we are one under this sacred fire, this holiest sacred fire of the heart. And allow this fire now to wash everything else within us that needs to be let go, that don't belong to us, that has hindered us from seeing our true light. And allow this light now to grow even bigger in our heart, clearing out all of our energy centers, clearing out our aura, and allowing beautiful flow of the light from the universe into us, circulating around us, and allowing it to become bigger and bigger. You might even feel your energetic body become more and more expansive. Wonderful. And in this space, I want you to say your affirmation, your statement, to anchor in what it is that you are bringing in to the new cycle. Knowing that this new cycle of Taurus is creating foundation of what it is that you're manifesting in your life, not just this year, but many years to come, as we are in nonlinear time, where whatever seed that we're putting in today is creating lives that is true to us, no matter time, space, and dimension. So just say it, affirm it in your heart. I am statement, or the statement that you have written to anchor in the new energy. And notice it expanding. Notice it traveling to every cell in your body, where every cell in your body is saying yes, embracing it. Allow it. Wonderful. So as you immerse yourself in this limitless energy of truest potential, notice that right in front of you is a beautiful mirror. And in the mirror, you're seeing a reflection of your higher self. It can come as light or it can come in form however it is being portrayed in your mind's eyes right now. Notice and see and invite your higher self. And allow the higher self to embrace you. And within this embrace, allow you and your higher self become one. And as you open your eyes at the end of this journey, know that you and your higher self is always one. And as you are awakened, you become stronger and stronger, knowing and feeling the presence of your higher self, allowing your higher self to command every actions, thoughts, experience that you will experience from today onward. And so it is. So take a deep breath in and breathe out, affirming all these experiences, locking in the affirmations, allowing the higher self energy to permeate even bigger within you. Take another deep breath in. As we're closing in this journey, start to feel your body again. Maybe wiggle your feet, wiggle your hand. Wonderful. And the next inhalation, we're gonna smile, smile as bright and big as you can, because life is so good and our body feels so good. And now you can open your eyes and welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Oops, sorry, I'm going over.
No, you're fine. In fact, if people have to leave, but I know we wanted to ask you could channel at the end.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to ask questions and you're not going over, that was amazing. And if anyone wants to leave, of course, but I'm here for you, Karen, and whoever else wants to tell us your channeling, because Kate has been channeling the last two times, and this
Yeah,
will be fun for people to ask you.
absolutely. Let me grab my oracle card. That way you can ask me questions. So think of a question. I'll be back.
So if anyone wants to put your, you know how you can put your hand up? I don't, like where you go put in the little chat thing. I don't know. It's not chat, but you think I would know my Zoom stuff. But if you want, I'll call on you and then you can, and then unmute yourself. I really love that, Karen. Thank you. That was amazing. You're muted, by the way. Or I can't hear you. You're not muted.
No. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes. So if anyone, okay, I have a hand, Jennifer, my little Jennifer, I love so much. She lives in Salt Lake, Kelly. Kelly's in Park City and there's two Utah girls in the house. Go ahead, Jennifer, ask your question.
So I didn't, so it's just I wasn't here during the first part because I came in late. So what kind of a question are we supposed to be asking?
Ask anything.
Anything.
Okay, so I have a property for sale in Duchesne, and I want to sell it pretty quickly, and I've put a lot of energy towards it. What do I need to do right now to prepare myself to sell that property?
Okay. What do you need to prepare so that you can sell the property?
What do I need to let go? What do I need to prepare for? What is my next step?
Okay. Let's go. Prepare. Next step. Need to let go. Are you like, okay, the card is said balance, creativity, and practicality. So are you kind of like trying to figure out so many different things, trying to, because sometimes you want to be creative about selling it, like you're putting a lot of strategy behind it, right? But right now it's a matter of, you want to sell it, just sell it. Like, let go of like overthinking and, you know, being overly creative. Oh, I have to do this, maybe I have to decorate it, or I have to like all of that. Just be practical, like what needs to happen. Break down the steps. I don't know if you're going to sell it yourself or you're going to use an agent to that. What you need to prepare is releasing. Maybe you need to start clearing out the space if it's occupied or not occupied. But energetically, I'm sensing as well that maybe there's an attachment to that property that you want to prepare. As your preparation is to start releasing it, maybe giving a gratitude of what that property has done for you, and allowing that property to now be someone else's. So whatever it is that you can breathe out as a way of, all right, I'm ready. That's the preparation part, is that.
Okay.
And next step is to claim what you want. I mean, you're selling this property, maybe you have a goal in mind of certain numbers, sale numbers, or profits. Imagine how it's going to be sold, how easy it is, how fast it is, what type of people who will be buying your house. Like, already imagine that, claim that. That's the next step that you have to do. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So you live in Park City?
No,
No,
Kelly does.
Okay.
My friend Kelly.
That's
She's
me.
on the
Hi.
call too. See what they're
I know that area, Duchesne. It's really a cool area. And you know what I always do? Because I'm always I sell properties because I help people fund them, is I always say the perfect person will come at the perfect time. I say it like every day, and I swear it works. So, I mean, in addition to all those things that Karen said, like, just add that in, because that perfect person is coming. So just let it's coming.
All right.
Or that person's coming. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cute. Who's next? Hand up. Eva, did you have your hand up earlier?
I didn't, but I can definitely ask.
Okay.
It's health related. And I have no idea what it is, but I may be releasing toxins because there is a weird situation happening around my neck. Meaning there's non-stop breaking out around my neck, and I don't know if it has something to do with this energy center, or it's hormonal, or it's lymphs, or I can but this is just something mystical happening with my body, and I've been trusting that the body is knowing what it's doing. However, some clarity would be okay, so I stopped doubting that my body is not working well.
Can I ask when you start noticing the breakout in the...
Maybe it first started happening maybe a year and a half ago, but it wasn't as predominant, just as it is in the last 2 months, 3 months.
Do you feel like you get thirsty faster?
No.
No. Or your hair tend to be like breaking or dry, or your skin gets dry as well?
Yeah, I think that my skin is naturally dry.
Okay.
My hair is okay.
Okay. All right. So let me ask. So what clarity do you want? Is it like, let me see. Doesn't mean like you're shedding, or this is the element is air. So I'm sensing in the Chinese or the Ayurvedic, there's this terminology of dry air. And can come out as sometimes like breakout like that. That's why I was asking, some of the other conditions. So yes, in here feels like there's some congestion, not congestion. I would feel okay with the dry air. It comes like the visual is like the desert, right? It's a lot of dust, and there's and it's just prickly in terms of sensation in the skin. So snake is awakening, and what I'm sensing is whether there are some other expressions that you've been holding back, or that prickly expressions. Like maybe the invitation here is to understand why this expression can be dry, that maybe invite a lot more gentleness, water, softness into your expressions, so that you can feel. I don't know why the word nurtured come to my mind. I don't know, what does that mean to you, nurturing or nurtured?
Something that's been tended to and taken care of in a loving way.
Okay. Is that something that you're working to giving yourself a lot more of that?
Well,
Or
if anything, I've been giving myself less because of just work related,
okay.
just stress. So
Yeah.
I've just been doing some tests to figure out what it was, and I just see that many things are depleted within me.
Okay. So yeah, nourishing is really, I feel like it's really important for you to start giving yourself back that, so that you can, like again, like the dryness, right? Depletion can feel like dryness. I mean, when you see the desert that's really dry, like it's losing moisture. And that's what I feel like that nourishment because moist plumpness that comes with when, I don't know, like the other image that I guess, like baby, right? The baby moist skin that comes because the baby's new, and then you're kind of like taking a lot more care. So I'm inviting you to allow that to come in. Like water represent maybe some emotional nourishment. Water.
There you go.
Where can you be more loving in a way that feels like, I know we all tend to be in the stress arena a lot in our day to day. Where can you find some release or relief? You're doing a lot of breath work. Enter the journey with an intention of show me what feeling nourished in my body, in my emotion, and my spirit looks and feel like. And what is the color? What are the visions? Allow me to be present to that. Allow me to have that then in my day to day, so that you can feel feel more moist.
We love the word moist, right?
Moist.
Thank you, Karen. That does resonate because the theme has been self-care. There's a lot wrapped around it in the physical, direct things that you can do to physically take better care of yourself, and also just taking care of the soul and the spirit.
Yeah. And I love like the colors in the snake, right? There's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of just lights wants to come through you. But if you're too dry, then the light cannot be vibrant. While you have all of this vibrancy wants to come through from inside out. But if you're once you allow yourself to feel, I'm nourished, I feel good, my body feels good, and the dryness sort of goes away, this in itself will just be shining. You don't have to be stressed out, worries, or anything like that. So have that intention, like in your journey, invite that in.
Okay. I love it. Thank you for the
I love
message.
it too. And Eva, that what it did for me was, you're in this transition of like building this amazing business, and you have these like, what she just said, like the snake, you're like coming into your place. So allow that to come, be in that place, because you let other people do that. But do you do it yourself? Do you allow yourself to be that? I mean, what I've learned from you is like, I've gone on this journey with you, and it's like, you've allowed me to be that. But when you say that what you're dealing with, like, allow yourself to go through that and feel
Mhm,
that feeling that you let others feel,
mhm,
you
mhm.
know?
Yeah.
That's what I got from that.
That makes sense because I've been holding on to some old patterns, and I know what I gotta do. It's just scary.
It's
But
all
I'm
on
good.
your leaf, so just keep living your joy. You
You're
don't
right.
need to stress. We take life too seriously.
It's true. It's true.
Right?
Thank you.
Okay, Katie Foster, you're calling my name. I want you to ask a question.
That is crazy. I was thinking about asking a question. uh, let's see. I guess not crazy. Um, it's funny because I did relate to the self-care, and I also related to the beginning question. So I guess maybe my question might be similar about whether we're trying to potentially sell the place or rent our condo as we move to Northern California. I guess I leave this weekend. And then there's other things going on with going to New York for the Tribeca Film Festival in a month. And there's just a lot going on. But I don't know. I guess the question would be something about if we're, yeah, like what Kelly said about finding the perfect person at the perfect time. What's going to happen with our condo and the travel ahead in the months ahead. It feels like there's some work things percolating. I was just curious.
Okay. So what is
That's
the
sorry, that's
question?
the way I ask questions.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like
the
a routine
question,
thing.
Katie? Like, I've been like, what?
Let's anchor this. What's the question?
The crystal ball, right?
Yeah, right.
What's gonna happen with our condo? Will we sell it? Will we rent it? What's going on there, I guess.
But I don't mean to interrupt this, but Katie,
Yeah.
Inside you, what do you feel like?
Ooh.
I mean, I guess I feel a little tangled around it for some reason. I don't feel very attached to this particular condo. But I understand that I feel like honestly, it feels like it stresses out my husband more than anything else, is how I feel about it, which I feel like stresses me out. So I'm like, because I feel like I understand that it will all work out and the right person will come in, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I just feel confused about it, I suppose.
All right, I'm gonna just pull what's the energy is like. The energy that you can tap in right now, because I'm noticing that there's just a lot, right?
Right. There's a lot there. So we're moving. I got into the Tribeca Film Festival, which is a huge career deal. I also have these messages going out about pitching an old pilot of mine right now. I feel a lot of work things. It's like all the things I dreamt of are coming true, and maybe I don't feel worthy right now. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the spirit to give us some message, okay? Let yourself shine.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's your time to shine. I mean, just hearing everything that's happening to you right now, it's like these are possibly your lifelong dreams, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy this moment. The hell with everything. I mean, if the condo is gonna sit there for a while, who cares?
Exactly.
I have better things to do.
I have better things to do. That's so true. Than stress out about this thing that's like not my problem. I didn't buy it.
Exactly. Sorry, but yes.
Ashley's like, oh,
Jeez.
yeah.
I just think, okay, but I think of you, Katie, and I'm sorry to interrupt again, but I have to say like I look at your life like you already know that every day, every moment is magical because
Yeah.
you've seen it, right?
Yeah,
And for you to ask
absolutely.
that question, it's like, what? Like, what's going to happen perfectly. You know the right person's coming and you're asking Karen that? Like,
I know. Maybe I didn't know what to ask.
but it's like even like on your journey of trying to get pregnant, I know that it's coming, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to ask that question.
Mhm.
But like you're the one that has the knowing and the proof in that what I believe in and what Karen's explaining to you. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
very
both of you.
welcome.
Maybe I just needed to hear that. That's very nice to
Maybe.
hear. Thank you.
Go ahead,
I
Karen.
love you
Sorry to
guys.
interrupt
Thank
that,
you.
but
Okay. Let me just see what your spirit animal is. Then you can work with the spirit animal and give you the empowerment you need when you're feeling like you're in your head a lot.
Yeah, that's right. It is funny how there's those two lanes, right? Like I do feel aligned, and then sometimes I'm like, but then why do I feel like crap?
The spirit animal is pretty strong.
Oh, very cool.
wow.
There you
Wow.
go. Embrace it. The fierceness. And
Yeah.
then the inner knowing, your inner knowing is pretty fierce, just like Ashley said.
Yeah.
Trust that. And you're protected. I mean, you have a spirit guide that is that fierce. You can transform anything on your way.
Mm.
You can create anything, Kate. Like you're amazing. Like, quit it.
That's why I hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Ashley. This is really nice.
I'll put my hand up. I can't find
Yes,
my button.
Kate.
I'm like,
My
where's
little
the hand?
Australian
I
Kate.
love that, Katie. Oh my God, you've got the panther next to you. Like, hey, that's
Cool.
awesome. Oh my gosh. Karen, can I ask what is good spirit animal that is good for me as well, or in the next month? That'd be nice to know.
Well, what are you working on? Hold on, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Let me just ask.
was
What's
gonna
the
say,
spirit
yeah.
animal that is here for Kate? Hold on. Sometimes I like to jump around and think I'm the best, but no, spirits say, hold on, let me speak. All right. Ooh, spider. Who would have thought?
Oh,
What are you weaving? There's a lot of creativity, a lot of colors there.
yeah. I'm literally making very creative, colorful things. I'm about to do like a big tour of my children's books and be talking in schools, lots and lots and lots of sessions talking in schools. So, and as part of that, promoting my game, I make children's games and children's books. I'm an author, and yeah, I literally will be darting around.
Wow.
But also being,
Yeah.
part of my workshops, my books are very magical and bringing that in. So I'm educating at the same time, but it's all kind of incognito, if you like, of these beautiful themes, soul-centered themes through to my young audience in the mainstream school system. So
Wow. Amazing. Yeah, this reminds me as well that you're given the energy to sustain it all, because another thing about spider is it can come out of nowhere. It's very insidious, but someone like, oh, there you go, spider, just there. So like you will find allies, you will find strength, you will find resources coming out of nowhere. And anything that you're creating right now, it's like creating a network of I'm hearing something like some with the soul, like soul connections, right? And you're sort of kind of like in the middle of just kind of like, and for you with this as your spirit guide, you don't have to do much. You are already been given everything that you're weaving to or into. So if you're noticing, you're sort of kind of like, oh, what do I have to figure out? Just know that it's going to come to you. And your job is just practically day in and day out. Oh, this looks good. Oh, that looks good. Let me connect the two. Or, oh, that project looks good. Oh, that, like, oh, okay, let me connect or let me make the move or let me take action toward that. That's it. Your life is just like one after the other. It's just la 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 la. Very joyful.
So true. You should see her
That's awesome.
Instagram pictures. You'd be
Oh,
like,
really?
of
Oh my
course
God,
I
I have
saw
to pull
that.
it up.
It's like every time if I need to find joy, I just go on to Kate's
Oh,
Instagram pictures and go, oh, it's just so beautiful and life is amazing. And now, Australia is they're going into fall. So we're in spring. So I'm looking at that going, wow, she's in fall and what she's experiencing and the kangaroos and anyway, and what you just said, just because I know her so well, it's so good. So true.
So
I love
good.
it.
Yeah, so true. And that's going to help me a lot. Thank you. I loved that journey. That was very beautiful. I loved the north, south, east, west. That was very powerful for me and the angels. And it was really, really good. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're very welcome. Thank you.
Oh, everyone's camera's off, so everyone that has their camera on has already asked a question. So I'm going to ask you for my um my
Yes,
spirit animal
your
or
spirit
um
animal.
so like we've talked because now since we're like BFFs because we've had our podcast interview and all the things, but it's just so fun to get to know someone through an interview for an hour because I feel like I've known you forever and it's amazing. But like I said to you before, like I really am wanting to create this center, and I know it's on my leaf, so I know it's coming, right? So I'm just keep percolating and visualizing and doing all the things to manifest that. And I know it's divine timing. It's all perfect and gone, in the right place. But I guess my question would be like, um, let's see, um, paths, breadcrumbs, uh, things that need to be done before that comes, maybe, or uh, my retreats are becoming more magical. The people I'm interviewing are wanting to come onto these retreats, and I see like, gosh, I could if I had a center, I could have these people coming, you know, like this woman today, Mia Magic. She's like, I'll come. When do you want me to come? When can I come? So I just feel it's like, I feel like the way she said it today, like the blood in our vein, it's like flowing like a river and it's like flowing. The abundance is everything's like flow, cash flow, everything. And when you talk about abundance, it's all like this flow, um, and so when I look at it that way and I look at my life at this age and where I'm ready to go, my children are getting older and I feel like um, I'm getting ready to this volcano is going to explode. That's kind of what I feel like, or this flower is going to bloom. This new part of my life is coming. So that's kind of is that a good question?
Not really. But
I guess,
I'm getting a hit. So let me just try with this one. Spirit wants to send a message. So hold on, let me get the card. Wow, I did not expect this. Step up your game.
okay.
What game? All right, let me get the clarification. Ah, impeccable manifestation. So I say keep doing what you're doing, and whatever it is that you like literally want to have and get, like with your retreat center, just keep up, like keep working on the manifestation of it. Oh, this also came. Work with an ancestor. I feel like this is, are you, what's the good word to ask this? Are you working with spirit guides or ancestors in the moment?
Yes,
You are.
I do
Okay.
every day.
You do every day. Okay.
Mhm.
Then allow them to really give you the breadcrumbs. I think you're great in in visualizing and manifestations. What I'm sensing here, are you allowing yourself to listen to what they want to tell you to do?
Okay.
And that's part of the manifesting impeccably, is that, like, this is co-creation. What they're giving you right now is a major plan of co-creation between ancestor spirits and you in this physical plane. So allow this relationship or communication to really open up, so that it's not just you making the effort, so that the stepping up of the game is not you making the effort, but allowing them to deliver you what it is. Then you take the action. So it's not just you making the effort, it's a collaboration, because this major project is not just about you, it's about what they want you to channel in this present moment through the retreat center. So allow them to give you the directions, and it might not just come all in one, as we all know, it's not never ever going to just like, here the master plan, just go do it, but it will just be like one after the other. So in your own practice, keep asking for, not asking, actually offer up. Like when I was leading in today's journey, I was given that asking is to offer up what it is that you have, you can give, so that the universe know, oh, okay, this is what she's capable of, or this is what she has. Now we're matching it with what it is that we want to deliver to make this happen. So offer up everything that you sense, like, at this moment, I have time, I have the resources, I have the capabilities. I actually have this crew behind me of these beautiful ladies that are going to be in the center. Now I'm ready. I'm listening. So offer that. Listening can also be an offer, right? I'm offering my ears, my presence here, so that I can receive the message. And that, I feel like, where the manifestation will come through to you beautifully. That makes sense?
Yes. Thank you. Will you do my spirit animal?
Yes.
And then if anyone else has questions, I know we've gone over, but it's just so fun. And people have left if they have to, so feel free to leave if you have to, but I don't want it to be about me.
Phoenix rising.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, this is, as you can also see, it's doesn't even like this is the spirit element. You are something about your life now is going to be transformed, and there's just going to be fire transformation around you. And I feel like that's probably why the other cards are showing up, to have that real connections, to listen, to understand, and to really connect with this higher realm, because this rising of Phoenix it's powerful. And in the human design, we are entering this era coming up that everybody's been talking about. I forgot what the year is coming up. This signifies the change in humanity, where we're becoming more and more open to our own innate ability, potential that never, like, that people don't even know they, like, some of us here, and some, like, you've been interviewing a lot of podcasters who are in that realm, right? That realm feels like a distance for a lot of people, the gap's going to get close. And with you experiencing this, I feel like you're taking the lead into spreading or making people aware, or creating the space so that people who are in that experience and stepping up to that higher realm don't get confused or have a space to be. Because if anyone know about the split of the earth, is that those who are deciding to go into the higher realm will step up, those who are not will step down, but in between there's going to be a clash. And that's where the fire transformation is coming in, and you be in that space of, okay, we're creating a space so that everyone who wants to step up can be in there, if that makes sense.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
This
you. Thank
is
you.
huge.
Oh, and Sophie, that's what it's
Yeah.
huge. Yay.
It's great. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you
Anne.
surprised, actually?
Am I surprised?
Yeah.
It's a confirmation, I guess, more than saying
Yeah.
a surprise, right?
Yeah.
And I had
Like-
some stuff come through listening to that. Sorry, Anne Sophie, just for on
No,
Ashley.
go
when
ahead,
it-
go ahead.
Aaron. Like there was just some synergies of, do you remember how you had the day spa when you started out in business?
Right.
So there's definitely something there that was like, you had a center, it was a healing
Right.
center if you like, but now there's something in that, isn't there? A connection of the next thing that you have will be like,
Right.
you know. And also I kept getting, remember, like you maybe, I don't know, could be wrong, but there's going to be, I think you're thinking of like a physical center, but the way the world's going, be open to it, maybe connecting or creating like a center that is
In the
online
ether.
or something.
Yeah.
It's
Huh.
it's going to be, it's not just say in San Diego. That's all I got the impression of. It's because that's not the way the world's going to be.
Right.
It may be something that's a platform or a healing center that's, you know, people are going to be connecting all over the world and coming through. So maybe, I don't know, that's just what was an
Yeah.
impression.
I keep getting through my in my automatic writing before everything started coming to like this place like a few months ago, was where you're getting ready, but what you did when you were 30 with the spa, that was your confidence building because you did it from nothing, and now you're going to do it again, but it's going to be, so you already have done it, but you did that for practice, kind of like a
Yeah, it was a training ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
I kept coming through. So, because I do have the confidence because I did that, but I probably would like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like now it's like, oh yeah, I know how to do that. I can get a space. I can get the people we're going to come. I know how to create it. I've done it before. That part is cool. So anyway,
And
thank
also
you.
that it burned and it's the Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
Crazy.
You guys all know my story. Yes, it burned. That's
You're
so
the
fun.
Phoenix.
Interesting. I love it. Okay, Anne Sophie, it's all
I
you.
was also wondering about my spirit animal, and during the journey, which was really wonderful, something really funny happened. When you say picture and your spirit animal, I saw a Black Panther, and then you say our color, and so I saw a pink, pure love, and I was like, oh, like the Pink Panther, and then I thought, oh my God, I always loved the Pink Panther as a kid, and so I don't know, so that was fun.
Pink Panther too.
So if you
Right.
have a card of a Pink Panther, that would be pretty.
That would be funny, right?
All right. What's a spirit animal for Anne Sophie? Ooh.
Yay, rabbit.
The Earth Rabbit. You have this joyful hopping lightness inside of you. The spirit of lightness is with you. I mean, it's cute. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, you're cute.
I mean, Pink Panther is cute too, right?
Yeah,
It's that
that's really
lightness of you're the free, like it's just like take life day by day and have fun. And I mean, the the rabbit is always, running around, hiding, and then coming out and teasing people, and then they're hiding again. So this spirit animals wants to remind you to always take that lightness in your day to day in your life, including whenever this card appears. Somehow this is also related to how you treat your body. Your digestion system is very sensitive. Is that right?
Yeah.
So it really wants something that's always light. Light doesn't mean that you sacrifice the nutrition, but light could be, still light in term of the format, form of it, but still very nutritious. Like vegetable, like fresh vegetable, it needs to be like good vegetable, organic and whatnot that you can get. And you also need freedom. You need freedom, especially space. If you live in I don't know where you live, but if you live in the big cities, really take time to go to nature a lot, because you do need that replenishment from nature, being near trees, mountain, stream of water, especially for you, is very good. So that's, I feel like, what the spirit.
I really connect to that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're very
That's cool.
welcome.
I love that. Anyone else who hasn't heard their spirit animal or anything else that they want to hear? Go ahead, Jennifer.
I want to hear my spirit animal if she has enough time.
Yeah, absolutely. Spirit animal for Jennifer Sorbonne. Beautiful deer.
Ah,
Yay.
oh, a deer in Utah.
Imaginative, intuitive. It wants to remind you, like, there's also new beginnings coming. Like, deer often comes out of nowhere, right? It's just like, oh, there it is. So she just wants to remind you to tap into your inner peace, inner beauty, inner wisdom. This we all know deer has this very high frequency. Like, people who sees deers, deer seems to be very, very magical. It's a magical being. That's what I'm trying to say. So whenever we get a spirit animal, it's actually letting you know that it's already within you. So whatever that you're feeling that you're not that's not true, because that's everything that's within you is reminding you to stay present, listen to your intuition, allow your sensitive nature to help you, guide you in your day-to-day, and including with your selling your property. Like, what are you noticing from your inner wisdom? What is you noticing from your insight that wants to guide you in the process of selling this property? And just know excitement and surprise can come from any different directions, but just know what it is that you want to experience and what you want to get, and let magic takes control.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
very
love it.
welcome.
That's such a you, Jennifer. The deer is perfect. It's so funny because when the rabbit came up for Anne Sophie, I was like, okay. And then as soon as you started explaining, I'm like, oh my gosh, perfect. Right? It's so funny. I love it. Hi, Kate. Good to see your face.
No, finally they left. It's like so much noise. I'm just like, oh. But yeah, it was so nice, Karen. I got to listen to most of it, and I headed upstairs for the meditation, so it was really nice.
Oh,
So,
good. Do you want to know your spirit animal?
yeah.
And then we'll go. We've been on here for so I just, unless Mish wants to know hers. Okay.
Hey,
And you'll meet Kate at the retreat, and you'll also meet Mish. We're all California girls. Karen.
Mish and
And Kate. Kate and Mish will be at the retreat. You will meet them in person.
nice, very nice. I don't think this is your spirit animal, because this just fall off, but it wants to remind you that black egg is like that time before things are starting to manifest. So again, this is the spirit card. So I relate this a lot with the void, right? There's many possibilities coming into the void, because when there's darkness, there's all colors of the rainbow is actually within the darkness. So allow yourself to be in that space, not having to know everything, because I feel like having to know everything.
I wrote about that the other day.
Oh dear. Okay.
Gonna
Keep going.
paralyze you. And don't also discount yourself that the outcome can only be one. You're in the space where everything and anything can be possible. Tap into what you want to feel, what you want to experience, what you want to embody, and let the rest be just is. It'll come to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Spirit
love it.
animal.
That's so funny.
Mish, you want to do you?
Yes, please.
Mish?
Sorry, I finished cooking, so that thing is off.
Oh, wait. Is this for Kate or Mish?
This is for Kate.
Kate. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Kate.
She's a
We're still on.
bat.
Badass. I love it when this card came, because it has so much like, oh, people fear bad and all that, but this is magic. In the Western magical, oh, I don't know why it doesn't want to, in the Western magic teaching, they honor bat because bat can see things from, not like, it has sensor that we don't have. Like, it doesn't really have eyes, but it can tell anything and everything, right? And it's stealthy, it hangs out peacefully, don't care, as long as nobody's like hustling them, they just like happily hanging out somewhere. So spirit animal, I feel like just like chill. I mean, take your time, chill, hang out somewhere, and allow, like, there's like the world image here as well. You're here for a reason. The world needs you, but you don't allow yourself to be, because you're so damn stubborn in trying to figure things out. Okay, so be like a bat. Be your magical self. You're like badass magic. I don't know.
Is badass magic. Oh my gosh. You don't even know her. You don't even know Kate at all.
Time to
That's
be
what's so
interviewed,
funny.
Kate.
You haven't been on this call, Karen. She's been like the last two guests of this call. You have no clue who Kate is. That's what I love. That's so cool. She is. What do you get from that, Kate?
You know, I can't remember if I was telling you or somebody else, right? Life just gets funnier and funnier as we go along, right? It's just like when you start really looking at all this stuff that's just been in front of your face, like your whole life, and all of a sudden you just have to laugh at it and think, oh my goodness, like almost like that we've been leaving ourselves clues all along our journey of life. And like, I mean, I just have to like cross the 60 threshold to all of a sudden start like picking up like reading the road signs, just have been like on my path my whole life. I just think it's just funny. And I just think we're coming to a point where life's going to get really fun for us, and we're all going to just really start enjoying the ride. Enjoy the ride, as I say.
Hey,
I
there
love
you go. I
that.
was gonna mention that. Yeah, enjoy
That's
the
so
ride.
cute. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you. That was really yeah.
That was. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and
I got
I mean, literally, I mean, I am like the one that like that's something I'm trying to really let go of having to know. And yeah, it's just something like it's a safety mechanism, right? When you know, then you feel like, okay, I can take the step now because I know where I'm going, right? And
Yeah.
it's really just being able to walk into the dark cave, the bat, right? I think I used that example, like walk into the dark cave and just like, okay, like I don't know what's in there, but like I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
go see.
Yeah. You have a heightened sense of direction. Like you sense everything and just pointing it toward sensing what it is that you really want to experience, so that you can shed away everything else. So you don't have to like, oh, but I'm sensing this. Then if it becomes like insecurity, right? Drop it. Just have one directional that you want to sense to, so that everything go toward that. Because that bat is like that, right? Bat just doesn't go like flapping around. It's like going one focus because it's sensing there's something there.
Yeah. Thank you. That was fun.
That was fun. I love it. All right, last one, Mish, and then we're done. Thank you for being here, Karen.
You're very welcome.
Sorry, it's late.
It's
I'm
good.
sorry.
We're all good.
Late in the game.
Save the best for last. Who knows? Let's go.
Mish. All right. Eagle. Wow.
Mm.
When am I gonna soar?
Are you soaring or are you gonna grab something? Because
don't
eagle
know.
is when soar, it's just like looking, right? Looking, waiting, and seeing. You need to take yourself on a high ground to see where it is and what it is that you want. Because for you, once you know what it is or see
Yes.
what you want, it's
It's
fast.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Take the time to really get into the high ground, and just from time to time, I know some people are afraid when people are saying, oh, you can't just cruise through life. But sometimes for you,
That's my
cruising
mom.
is needed. Yeah. Just kind of like,
like
okay,
that.
let me just get into like the kind of like the high altitude and cruise a little bit, and start noticing, okay, what is it down there that I need to take care of? Where's my focus next to be? And then once you see and you point it and you just,
That's exactly where I'm at. I'm just cruising.
yeah. And it's okay. Take the time. I mean, you're given the time to do so. It's your privilege. So take it, use it.
Yes.
Because
Thank
that's
you.
your strength. That's where you're gonna see the gem that you need to step into next.
Thank you. This was fun.
That was fun.
And I want to say the journey. Wow. This is the first time I've been able to go in quickly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while that I've been able to do that. So I'm just like, wow, this was good.
Oh, good.
Thank
I love
you.
that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Any last words of wisdom from anyone? Or thank you guys all for coming. It was so
Thank
fun.
you for doing this.
Thank
love-
you.
I do have a
love this.
since I missed the first part, did you are you gonna have that taped anywhere?
Yeah, it'll go on my YouTube channel. As soon
YouTube.
as it's done right now, I'll put it on tonight.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. It's so
Magical
good to see you.
May. I like that.
Yes, Magical May.
It's gonna be
I do
Magical
love that.
May.
Yes.
I love that.
Manifestation May.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that too.
I love it. It's fun to, like I look forward to this so much. I could do this every single day. But, when you come together once a month and you hear the magical, I love, me and my magic.
Yes.
And I feel like it gives everybody that reminder of having that intention to find the magic, every day. And after my interview today with Mia Magic, and she's like the magic witch. I just, you want to cultivate that in your life every day, because if you don't, you hear people that, you know that there's magic every single second. And I do that, but maybe I don't, like today, like when I listened to her book and I did all the stuff with her, and then I'm interviewing her and she's talking about the magic, like, wow, I am a magic girl, but there's so much more magic. There's there's an abundance more of magic.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, you should have seen her little Viking boyfriend she whipped up for herself. Yeah.
I need a Viking boyfriend.
Yeah, like he was in the like during the breakout, the session that we were in, and so she talked about him, and I didn't know he was there, and then I just turned around, I'm like, whoa, like literally, like this guy looked like he walked out of some storybook. I mean,
wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, when I saw Mia Magic, she was talking about how that she like worked her magic and manifested this Viking man in her life.
Oh,
right? And then she
okay.
goes, oh, he's sitting back there. And so I turn around and to see what she was talking about. And I'm not kidding you. I mean, the guy looked like he walked out of a storybook. I mean,
Huh.
That's amazing.
yeah. Yeah. She said, I wanted a Viking boyfriend. I wanted a Viking man or boyfriend. Like,
Right.
100%. This guy was like, looked like he just walked out of the 1500s or something like
Right.
that. Obviously he was dressed more like, but crazy.
Huh.
She is very interesting.
Isn't she?
Yeah, very fun. Super
Yeah.
fun. Like
Yeah,
her
super fun.
presentation, really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Sonia, you came. You want to do one last thing? Since I can see your beautiful face. We're holding on.
Sonia,
Sonia, there she
Hi.
is.
hello. Do you have a
I've been hearing
question?
you. Yes, I've been listening and it's been wonderful. My goodness.
Do you have a question or do you want to know your spirit animal?
Yeah, I'm open.
Do you have a question or do you want to know your spirit animal?
Well, I'm looking for a job right now, so
Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much what I've been
Percolating.
thinking about and starting to do research, but I want it to be in an area where I can apply the coaching and personal development skills. And I'm just imagining a place that I'm just gonna love
Mm.
and enjoy working there and creating and collaborating.
Ah, that's awesome. I'm just gonna pick a card what spirit guides wants to send a message to. Okay, you are going through a period of transition, so be patient. Let me just ask for confirmation. Things might not come along the way that you want it to be in terms of timing and speed. So be very diligent in your finances and your sustainability. And at the same time, don't drop your spirit. Like your spirit's very important. Like just have that, offer that in your practice. If you have any meditation or spiritual practice, offer patience, offer hope, offer faith, offer being in touch with the higher realm to download everything it is that you need to understand in this time. Something about claiming your power. So where is it in your life that you've sort of kind of let somebody else or situation play the part, meaning that you in order for you to come into your manifestation during this transition time, is that you need to work on taking back whatever it is that you feel like you're giving it to chance or giving it to a person to then dictate who you are, what you are, and what your worth is, if that makes sense. So is that resonating with you? Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It makes sense.
Okay, I need clarity. I'm curious.
Oh.
If you allow this time, because you mentioned about coaching and personal growth, right? What aspect of your life requires that growth right now? Because if you allow this time to really claim your power, your prosperity is within you. That's something that you don't have to worry about. But the invitation right now is to use this time to be really honest with yourself inside of you, what you're not allowing that area to grow. Because if you understand in personal development or growth, right, we feel like, oh, in the area that's lacking right now is career, profession, money. Yet at the same time, if you look at the whole life, we are whole in a sense that profession, career, money is not the only thing that's important to us. There are relationship, connection, love, health, and all other areas that, again, I don't want to dictate it to you, because I want you to take note of what is important to you, what makes your life whole. And yes, you're working through and getting a job. At the same time, look at the whole picture and see in which area of your life you're sort of kind of like maybe holding on too tight and something that you're too afraid to let go. You need to claim that power back, because you're worth it, you matter. And if you don't feel that in that aspect life, that's where you need to work on. Okay.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right.
A lot to ponder on.
Okay. I hope that will give you more insights to what you need to work through. And in terms of spirit animal, raccoon. Huh. Okay, raccoon likes to go in the dark, and raccoon is sneaky, right? So it's a great spirit animal to have, because raccoon can just go everywhere. Go in the dark, go into your shadow, do your shadow work. I think your shadow work is calling you forward right now, so that you can transition, letting go what it is that you need to let go and be your powerful self. Because I feel like there's part of you that is right now is showing you, okay, this part here, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of honoring your shadow, because when you honor your shadow, you can see the flip side of it, which is the light. Okay, so that I feel what the spirit animal is, your spirit animal wants to remind you right now, because the dark and the light is one.
Right. Thank you. That's beautiful.
You're welcome.
Are we all good?
Wow.
Oh, Karen, thank you so much. That was so fun. I'm so excited to meet you in a couple weeks in person and share your magic with the world.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kate.
Anybody else? Last words for the day or whatever?
Can I
Please?
just say, I'm listening to, I follow this guy on Instagram. He gives out what? Basically, he finds a spot, gives you the coordinates, gives you clues. You got to look for him. But when you find him, you got to scream, love your journey. And then he gives you a watch that he's made.
What?
And yeah, it's very interesting. So basically, he makes these watches. And as a promotion, that's what he's doing. So he'll say, oh, I'm here. So he was in Toronto recently. He's going to Australia. He's from the UK. And so he'll wait, and he'll have an iPad showing you how much time has elapsed. And then you'll see people running, and sometimes they'll forget to say, but the main thing is love your journey.
Mm.
And I love that, because that's all we have, really.
Yeah.
It's our journey.
Right.
And so I just wanted to say that.
I love it.
It's a
Thank
fun
you.
guy. I mean, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I love it. That's so cool.
That's it.
Fun. Oh, thank you, everybody.
And thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.
See you in May. See you on
June
Sunday.
4th. I think it's June 4th. Holly Copeland will be the guest. She'll be on the podcast. She was on the podcast this last week. I'll be interested to hearing from you guys who comes on the podcast tomorrow. Her name's what? Mish?
Kate. When's Kate going?
She said she has to get her her website up.
Smart,
June
smart.
3rd is so she's gonna get her,
Right,
she's
smart.
getting her website up, and then she'll let me interview her.
Very good.
I'm excited for you, Karen, to meet Kate at the retreat.
Looking forward to.
And What was I saying? June 3rd. Oh yeah, Holly Copeland. Oh, tomorrow's podcast that goes
Oh,
out. Kelly
oh.
Marie Kerr. She's from the UK. Sacred Secretion is her book, new book. She has like 5 books.
What are you secreting?
She's very interesting. I had to do a lot of work on my head. My head was blowing up because it was like very deep. Her YouTube channel, I would highly recommend. I learned a lot from her
Oh.
building up to that interview that comes out tomorrow. And she's young, like she has probably an 8-year-old, I think. She's probably in her either early 40s or late 30s, but yeah, she's definitely in her purpose. And yeah, it'll be, if you haven't heard it already on YouTube, tomorrow, I know Kate waits for the Tuesday episodes to come
So
out.
do I. So do I.
Or Mish does too.
Yep.
But yeah, I think she has an accent, so I had to really, you kind of have to dial into that, her cute accent, but oh, she is a wealth of information. It'll make your head spin. So it'll be a fun. I'll reach out to me if you got anything from it. If you like, oh, it was too like, nah, I get it. But yeah, I was interested in her and her books and the way she decodes a lot of things. It's interesting. All right, my loves, I've enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go see my children. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Al.
you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Oh.